Oh no. There we go. I think we're okay. Oh, whoops. Hold on, I have to just move the there we go. I think no, that's gonna cover the alert box. Oh, come on. Hi everybody, by the way. Good afternoon or evening if you're on the East Coast. Hope everyone's doing well. OBS looks to be struggling with me a little bit. Right now, or am I live? Hold on, I'm checking my own back play. Okay, seems to be fine. Looks like the audio levels are looking good on my end. I think we're okay. So, wow, something that has become increasingly a rarity. We're playing a game while actually listening to the OST of the game we're playing here in Surviving Mars. CK2 wasn't launching. It said it was like a paradox thing. So I mean something on their end. I don't know. Maybe they're doing maintenance of some kind. Whatever. So we're just pivoting over here to Surviving Mars. So I haven't played this in ages. This game is one of the quintessential examples of a game that I really love and think is amazing, and I just suck at it so bad. And I still really like it though. Well, we're just kind of messing around. Thought I'd stream for a bit, maybe like an hour. And then just mess around in the tutorial here and see what I could remember. I guess we'll just start from the very basics. But as I was saying earlier about the OST, one of the best video game OSTs, full stop. Like, it's all, I think it's like 6.5 hours and all of it is brilliant. So yeah, major props to the music on that. Okay, we're gonna learn how to gather basic resources. Hints. Do I want this guy talking in my ear? I could read. The only time I like to do, because I know there's people who do this, they'll do like read a book while listening to the audiobook. There's literally only one author that I do that with, although I guess, actually no, that's not true. I've done it with others, but like, I guess it's genre. The genre that I will do that with is with like sci-fi and fantasy typically, because for the very specific reason that sci-fi and fantasy worlds will often have words that are like words in our world, but it's like not spelled the same, or like maybe it's a pun, and the pun is more clear when it's something spelled or whatever. So yeah, so sometimes I'll do that when you need to learn, you need to see how to spell Koneshklek of the planet Untumnambar, and make sure you're pronouncing that right. But then people say, well, the audiobook reader isn't pronouncing it right anyway. But gives me an example of what it's supposed to be. How do I pronounce Arrakis? Well, like that, Arrakis. Yeah, I think of it as, I know it's not a 2-syllable word, but I think of it as Iraq and then like hyphen is. But I think that was because I'm trying to think when was the first time I heard that, if somebody told me it, or if I heard it in the when I watched the David Lynch Dune. Actually, no, that wasn't even the first Dune I ever watched. The first Dune I ever saw, the adaptation, was the Sci-Fi Channel one. Man, Sci-Fi had a hot streak for a while there on making original movies. At least I thought so, especially when you think about like budgetary restraints. But yeah, they did a Dune miniseries that had a sequel with James McAvoy in it, a young James McAvoy. So it's tended to be Arrakis. Well, I mean, he would know better. I don't know. But like with a lot of pronunciations and the things, I mean, like you got to understand that like the Fremen, for example, he made them as a mixture of like Black Hill Indians or Black Hill natives in the United States in like from the Great Plains and like Bedouin cultures and but it was like it was this syncretic thing. I mean, just look at Zen Sunni Buddhism, right? That's a religion. So like somewhere along the line, we had the synchronation of Buddhism and Islam, and because the Sunni, I mean, does that imply the Shias are just no more? Like they're not even a foot, they're barely a footnote now. Just those sorts of things. Um, so, uh, yeah, but like, I got a friend who an English linguist, like that's his area of academic study, and he talks about how in A Song of Ice and Fire, George Martin mispronounces names he created because like um, for example, is it supposed like why is it Tywin and Tyrion, even though they both have the ty before a consonant? So is it Ty or Ti? Or like, is it supposed to be Tywin if it's going to be Tyrion? Um, but maybe that's like a subconscious thing because he's trying to create an alienation between the father and son. Um, I really freaking hope. I really hope Tyrion's not secretly a Targaryen. I want it to be Jaime and Cersei, and we'll never know. Except we know. We do know that it's Jaime and Cersei, secret Targaryens. I mean, the incest, the hair, the everything. It's. Oh, it's too easy. Oh gosh, all the metaphor and symbolism. The ironies of Jaime and Tyrion both killing their blood father. Um, I almost more than, because I mean you never really know. I would wonder. It'd be interesting for there to be a scene of Tyrion maybe confronting that he is maybe an illegitimate son. See, now, but I don't know how that happens. At least not immediately speaking. I mean, would like Varys tell him? Varys is like, I'm a spider. I know everything. I've been doing this shit for years. But then when did Varys get in there? But like, okay, let's pretend. Okay, we'll fix that later. Let's pretend for a second that there is just a character who magically knows. Like, I have the hard fact of, or as much fact as you can get. I've got substantial evidence pointing to Aerys being your father, not Tywin. I would be much more interested in how Tyrion would choose to play that, because it would be a reflection of where his character is in the story. So what I mean by that is is the first thing he thinks when he finds out he's the bastard child of a king of no longer the ruling dynasty or something. He's like, but what is he going to be thinking? Does that mean I have a claim to the throne? Is that something Tyrion would want? I feel like it's easy to say no. Because that's one of Tyrion's things, is like everybody's grasping, everybody eventually wants to get on the throne. Tyrion, I think, is somebody, because he's like a playoff. He's like the redemption of Richard III in a strange way. But he, gosh, I'm trying to think of how to say it. Like, his family's on the throne. He gets to live in luxury, and he's just going to use his intelligence to do what he can to protect them. Because I think he does care about family, at least his nieces and nephews. And Jaime, but I think what would he do with that information becomes the question. I think it could get really philosophical in a hurry. Because then it's like, is he going to take it as like it's like, oh, another father who didn't want me. It's going to like stack on him psychologically. And I mean, like, and he is such on the revenge path. Tyrion, by the way, for anybody just coming in, talk about Tyrion. He's on such a huge revenge path. he's going around telling people he's gonna rape his sister, and and while people are certainly free to make the argument that he doesn't mean what he says, he's like, he just wants people to think he thinks that way. Although, why would you want that? Like, what are you trying to project? It's like, has anybody seen the meme of the guys? It's like, you know, like when you're in the gym on the bench after workout, but he's like a lion and all buff, and it's just like how Tyrion feels after he tells people he murdered his father and is gonna rape his sister. What are you doing? Is this a hero? But of course, you know, nobody, HBO couldn't confront that. Certainly not the dumbass writers. Anyway, we're probably supposed to be doing some. I mean, we're not doing anything. We're just messing around, streaming the stream. So hints, yeah. Dismiss the hint to continue. Oh yeah, because we were trying to think about what to do with the audiobook. That's how we got on this whole thing with sci-fi and Dune and all that. Okay. Yeah. Let me go to the options here. Audio, voice. Yeah, turn that off. Takeaways from music. So zoom in by using the central, and it's not working, so oh yeah. I think I just gotta call it a loss on this. Remember how I can, let me look at the controls. Scroll, invert, mouse wheel, why would that be off? What, what? Right click action. No, that's not actually going to do what I think it's going to do. Have to land your first rocket. Select the pinned icon representing the rocket that is currently in orbit around Mars. Goal, land the rocket on Mars. These tangents make the channel what it is. Thank you. Man, you know who's a pro at that is freaking Takanashi Kiara. She was definitely the member of Halloween Myth. I didn't, like, get it. Or, like, I was just the same for me. Almost like I'm hearing like a beeping, and I don't know if that's tinnitus or the game. Like a. All right. Anyway, select it, move it into position, and order it to land. And I think it was like if I hit R, I could rotate. Yeah. So here we go. Oh yeah, hit play. Say why is it there? Use the mouse to move into position. Okay, so here there's a concrete deposit. We need that. If I remember correctly, this is gonna send up dust like an MF. With the rocket selected, designate a landing site on the indicated location. Use the mouse to move the rocket into position. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. So dismiss that. Drones and resources. So we don't send people to Mars first. We send the drones. Hold on a second. I really game. So be back just a few seconds. Okay. So I was saying, yeah, talking about the drones first, though, for Kiana. Carries drones, constitute your construction research gathering working base placement. Okay. Place a metal depot so the drones begin automatically bringing metals from the scattered surface deposits nearby. Okay, so pause. Build. Storage. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. Big. I really gotta, like, get in that older mindset to play this game. Yeah, it's like the anti-RPG, and yet you are role-playing in it. There's like all the cool scenarios, like is there a plague on Earth and like we're having to evacuate to Mars, or is this like are you people making a religious journey? Hey there, Caleb. It's surviving Mars. I guess I should put that in there. In the title, surviving Mars, because CK3 is crashing. I can delete this. Set of colonies in the Oort cloud, way out there. Oh, so I freaking I'm gonna try to pull it up on my phone. I'm deep enough into wait, see, we're on tangents of the tangents. So let me wait a minute. We're gonna talk about the Gundam colony constitution, or the Earth constitution, and what it has to say regarding that. But first, I was going to talk about the drones, and then I was going to talk about tangents. Okay. But yeah, I gotta remember, so like what section everything is in here. So first thing, we could do the universal one, except actually we can't. Resource specific metal stores 180 metal. Okay, so I'm over here. They're just gonna be getting it wherever it's at. Let's just kind of put it up near this asteroid for now. Yeah, I know about the speed controls. Okay. So the drones are all we're gonna have for a little bit. I think it's in the tutorial. In the tutorial, you know, nothing's really gonna go wrong. I'm letting him go slow, by the way. I know I could speed up right now. But we're just letting it go. But sometimes you've got reserve rockets. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have like maybe more rockets but less money. I just remember that there was like a lot of different scenarios, and it just had to do with yeah, the different things that you did. So like maybe you can, okay, cool, I can get 2 cheap rockets, but I can't send much, so I got to be really, really efficient with my drones, because it's about getting over the hump. I really think the first part is the hardest, just getting to. Actually, no, I guess if you consider the first section of the game is like just getting your first colonist on Mars, so you're trying to build up to that. Because like that's the name of the game, Surviving Mars. I feel like I can't really hear the music. I'm gonna turn it up a little. Yeah, or actually I can. What else can I do regarding music? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I remember that there was a way to go to the different radios. But this is good. Yeah, it's picking up now. Just a quiet lull. Oh yeah, and see, and you know, this is part of the game. It's just look at them toil away. Oh yeah, so I'm talking about Takanashi Kiara. So like the day, I remember the moment where I was like, I get it. There was like some sort of issue where somebody overslept. Let's see here. Our rocket carries valuable resources that will be essential for the construction and maintenance of the system. It's best designated a universal depot so the drones have a place to store them. Okay, so it's like, okay, we're doing this. They're mining and putting that. Now we need to. I mean, we don't need to now, but at some point we need to unload from the rocket. I think eventually there's a way you can like deconstruct the rocket, or you could refuel it and launch it again. I mean, that's obviously another thing that you need. So. When you hit the moment where you could start shooting your rockets back to Earth, and you can get that that trade route opened up consistently, like you're able to make the fuel and things like that. It's pretty sweet. So along the metals, concrete is the other vital basic construction resource. The concrete extractor building must be placed over or within proximity of a concrete deposit. In the build menu, select to build a concrete extractor and place it at the proposed location. So yeah, this is the one that picks some shit up. So this was, yeah, nice. Just the right click build. Freaking sweet. Okay, so we got a concrete extractor. Extracts sulfurous rich rheoglyph from the concrete deposits and produces concrete. All extractors raise dust, resulting in more frequent maintenance for buildings in the gray area. So it's going to use electricity. I'm going to need like more complicated parts for that. So that's the machine parts, an advanced resource part. That's like, it takes a while before you could just build those yourselves. There you see no cable connection. So this thing needs electricity and it's not getting provided any, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I think the drones are just like always good. They stick a recharge safe. No, I thought they were like solar powered. RC rovers. Construction will finish faster on the fastest speed. Oh, my cat's wanting attention. Okay, hold on a second. I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I think we have to build a cable to the rocket. Requires fuel, raises dust on landing and taking off. Yeah, so if you're in this hex, it's gonna kick up on you. So these, okay, then we're gonna have to eventually life support, the moxie, the oxygen tank, water extractor. Here we go, the solar panels. And this is like, remember you have to, it's like a little tricky because you want like, yeah, you got power accumulators, you essentially want like battery areas, you want, I mean, obviously you want a surplus of power, and you also need to set them up though that they can get like dusted off and stuff. Because yeah, I remember that being something I actually really liked about this was where it considered dust maintenance. I don't think we're gonna do these small ones. We're gonna go straight to the larger, I think. Leaning solar, of course. Wind turbines are cool because they go at night, but we're gonna lean solar. If I remember correctly, I used to, I mean, not that I was ever amazing at this game, I used to put turbines in kind of corners or something, like if there was, I mean, because, you know, it's not like there's perfect grids. There's areas you can't really build in. Okay. Like most buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate. Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony. Stirling generators are excellent power sources, but they are too complex to be built on Mars during the early stages of our colonization effort. That is why we ship them from Earth partially assembled in prefabs. Prefabs do not require any resources, only drones to unpack and assemble them. We've provided you with a Stirling generator prefab. Um, all right. So yeah, like here's your freebie. Not available yet. I think it's because I already had that open, so it's like messing with the tutorial. Yeah, that's probably exactly what it was. We're gonna put this generator kinda here. Yeah, and then we'll do power cable. Wait, what just happened? Place a by selecting it from the build menu. Yeah, I already did that. Play. Okay. Oh, okay, it's because it was generating it, the thing. I'm clicking. You see, I'm going too fast for the tutorial, so it's in a strange effort for it to be idiot proof that it's being a pain. Oh no 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 no! Delete that. How do I can like select all the. Oh my gosh! I freaking. Okay, drills down here. Okay. Hello, Elliot. Uh, Okay, so waste rock and the concrete depot. It's a byproduct of all extractors best stored at designated locations. That way you can ensure it will not be the way of future construction. So we need a dump site as well as a concrete depot for it to go regular. So we're going to go storage. Dumping site says it's not actually available. I guess it wants us to do the concrete thing first and then it'll allow it or whatever. And a dumping site, so then I have to click it again. There we go. Let's see what happens if I have the dump site really far away, because I think it doesn't like. Are you serious? Did it go out there and do that one dot? Anyway, the dump site, I don't remember how you ever get rid of them or what you do for that. I think that was like a late game thing. I'm still trying to find the tooltip for zooming in and out. The control for it. I think it is bound to that. Oh, drones will pick pending tasks on their own within the range of the drone controllers they are assigned to. Currently, all drones are assigned to the rocket. When the rocket is selected, the work range of all drones assigned to it will be visualized. If the rocket takes off, however, all these drones will need another controller. So yeah, we need to build our first drone hub. Hey, look, the game's trying to put me on like the fastest speed. Stop it. Deal with it. Alright, so this one, you see it's gonna have good range for what we're doing right now. Although I don't really see a whole lot around, but I think the map changes later as we go into more advanced things, because like I think as we go through the tutorial, it like gives you, okay, here's like a pre-made thing, and just here's the scenario. Cindy Morris space can use a lot of McDonald's and Walmart parking lots. Freaking. So I have to admit, so something that was on my summer bingo card was I wanted to watch all of Cyberpunk Edge Runners in a day, which I ended up doing with a friend. I just realized I put surviving more in the thing, in the title. And I threw to so that meant I had to get Netflix, and I did throw down for the ad-free, because like, even though there is something very metatextually cyberpunk about if this had happened, I didn't want to be watching and there's like, one of the million, so many emotional, serious moments that like, moments that cut to the heart of man, and then it was just gonna get interrupted by another fucking State Farm commercial or whatever. So just like had to go ad free for the cyberpunk world. And so now I'm just gonna catch up on a bunch of stuff this upcoming month while I've got it, and then probably take another hiatus from just watching shows for a bit, so I could gotta relearn to appreciate it. Drone hubs have 2 recharge stations built in, but you might need additional ones. With heavy drone artillery are efficient. Okay. So, build a recharge station near the concrete excavator specifically. Recharges drone batteries. Oh yeah, I think this is like... Yeah, it's your plug-in. It's extra ironic we're watching Black Mirror and ads pop up. Yeah, I heard there was there was like a good Black Mirror. Although when it's basically like, it's my understanding Black Mirror. It's what happens with any anthology, right? It's like every season in quotation marks is only as good as the group of anthologies that are in it, right? But like they're all individually written short stories, so it could vary. It's the same thing with Love, Death, and Robots or Robot Carnival, things like that. I think we will go a little bit faster here. Gosh, I feel so soft. Made some like chicken and carrots cooked up today. It was just, oh, so full. But I essentially want to... Oh yeah, because I was going to talk about the Gundam universe as well. That's right. Refueling the rocket. Supply chain is crucial. Every rocket has enough fuel for a one-way trip. Has to be refilled on site. Fuel is produced in a refinery. To set up a production chain, we also need water. So a moisture vaporizer, then a fuel refinery. Okay. So this, we're going to kind of put near it, because like contextually the idea is that we're building it for the sake of the rocket. So we go here, produces water from the atmosphere, production is lowered, replaced near other vaporators, no production during dust storms. So you don't, I think, yeah, this was like you didn't want to build too many of them. Dust storm's also not gonna, well, dust's gonna get kicked up when I'm near it, but, whatever, you know what, yeah, we're just gonna put it, I mean, let's, I remember that being an issue. I was always like hugging the craters because I'm like, because I want to save all the open land for later, and then but like I was constantly hugging the craters and wasn't really using it. But we do want to save a lot of this area for, you know, when we're gonna drop the colony, we want to like build a proper dome, like multiple fail-safe systems. You just really want to minimize any time you could create a bottleneck in your system. So like, anyway, but that's talking about down the line. For now, let's just drop it like here. Yeah, just somewhere there. Let's not, I mean, this is a tutorial. We shouldn't be thinking this hard about it. Oh yeah, so we're gonna do the moisturizer, and then we're also gonna the moisturizer, the moisture vaporator, and then do a fuel refinery as well. This will be like closer to the rocket here. And then where do I do the cables and connections? Yeah, power cables. I'll go here to here, down to there. I remember there was like supposed to be some sort of trick about it, but it was like every certain number in a row increases the odds that there's going to be a break in the line. So it's essentially keep your lines short and they're going to basically take care of themselves. But I think you couldn't get like too cute with it in terms of like just having a single one, because it could still eventually break. Like there was always a 1% chance that's firing off each day or whatever. And then if you boxed it in, there was no way to get to it to repair it unless you destroyed something. Okay, whoops. Don't want to do that. Okay, so that's power. I also wanted the fuel stuff, or let's see, life support. Here we go. Pipes, transport water and oxygen. It's actually not available yet. All right, so I guess we have to build those first, and then we build the fuel pumps, whatever, the pipes. Have you watched Turn to Gundam? No, but I don't actually know what that one is. I want to watch Thunderbolt Gundam. I need to figure out where that one is. But anyway, yeah, so I'm like, Gundam was like the last anime I've been catching. You know, I've been doing Universal Century forever. Then I'm like, dang, I want to watch some different freaking animes, you know? But let's see here. Thunderbolt Gundam. Or maybe I'm remembering the name of it wrong. No. But I've watched Mobile Suit Gundam: The Universal Century through to Unicorn, and it's great. I absolutely loved it. There was like a bit of nervousness because it's like people always say, "Yeah, get at least a Char's counterattack." Because I guess that was like that's the original stuff. Um, but Unicorn, I mean, it's updated animation, but is that a crime? I don't think so. And they didn't. Gosh, they could do some spectacular things with it. But of course, the stories, the characters, all that with fundamental stuff was there. So I definitely want to keep watching from there. I don't remember what's next after Unicorn. I think it's like Hathaway. I guess I just look that up right now. What Gundam comes after Gundam Unicorn? Next one is Gundam Narrative. Okay, I don't even know where to watch that. Actually, wait a minute. No, this is like a fucking, they're beta testing an AI answer. Let me find somebody with an actual fucking brain. Here we go. Deadline.com. How to watch freaking Gundam in chronological order by Robert Lang. He wrote this last year. Thank you, Robert. He wrote this on November 6th, 2024. Wasn't that election day? This guy was typing up a Gundam thing on election day. Well, I guess, that's the thing, though, is... I mean, I say it myself, it's like there's nothing actually to do on election day after you vote. Except for wait to the results, but that's all day. The polls don't close till night, so just go do something. It's like this guy was like, well, I guess I'll catch up on that Gundam article I was gonna write. Okay, so we're gonna more in the pocket. Oh, I never saw Requiem for Vengeance. I don't think I knew about that one. Oh, this is something. Oh, because this is a brand new one. So yeah, I'd already gone past this point. Here we go. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. Obviously, it was a side thing because wow, that's pre-Zeta Gundam actually. Okay, so Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, and then yeah, Narrative, which is a film. Okay, Narrative, and then something called Twilight Access, and then a movie called Hathaway, and then an F91 film, and on and on. Okay, at that point, it looks like it's movies though. Yeah, movie. Okay. So it's like they're like officially Star Wars. They're like, or they do the reverse Star Wars. Okay. Turn A's outside the UC. It's the last series of the 20th century. Ah, okay. Oh, so I could probably just watch it on its own then, because I mean, Gundam seems to do a pretty good job of that, of like outside the Universal Century, just making them like one-off spin-offs. So like, somebody can just watch Witch of Mercury without having seen anything else. Like, oh, what do I need to know about Gundam? It's like, it's a world with robots and colonies, and they'll get it to you. I also have still not seen though Gundam GQX, because when I had that trial on, I think it was Prime, it wasn't done yet, so I didn't watch it. I really do want to though, because especially because Sweet State did a song in it. But like I'm interested in it anyway. Okay, so open the build menu. It's quicker than the HUD button. Oh right, yeah, I keep forgetting that, and I was praising that. Oh yeah, but what I'm saying is like I want to check some stuff that's not Gundam. I saw a couple episodes of Blue-Eyed Samurai. Was it this month? But it was like hold on. So yeah, I saw Blue-Eyed Samurai, which I thought was great, and so yeah, I'm like, I want to watch some other things, and so with this trial, I've been watching some Netflix stuff. So I actually and first though, gotta go back through Gurren Lagann. It's been too long. You gotta do that every so often to remind yourself of its lessons. But yeah. So yeah, other TV shows, Caleb, that you're saying I want to watch. I guess like onto my to watch list right now is I'm doing a rewatch of Gurren Lagann. And I'm also, for the first time, going through Arcane. I'm almost done with it. I think I just have a couple episodes left. Heck, I don't need to be up too early tomorrow. I might... Nah, I'm not going to knock them all out. close. Oh, I finished Mistborn this morning too. That was nice. Reading just the first one, not the first trilogy, the first book in the trilogy. But Arcane, I'm really liking. I think it was undersold. It's very impressive. It's different. I don't know. I guess it's also another Netflix original thing, right? That and Blue Eyed Samurai, and it's just dang. Keep the money faucet on them, for sure. Okay, let's play a little, huh? So then once I'm done with those, there was some stuff I wanted to watch that I hadn't before. And I don't remember right now because like I put them in my list. I don't have it in front of me. Insufficient power. We don't have sufficient power for all the buildings. We have an extra Sterling generator we could use. Okay. Yeah, we are eventually though going to need to make solar panels and stuff. So power, Sterling generator. I guess I'll put this one up here. But Your Lie in April, which I meant to watch back in April, and then yeah, other things are going on, so watching an anime wasn't the priority. It's moving, right? Okay, this one's going here. I'm like, hey, get to work, you drones. So yeah, I mean, I've just heard for years that I would like Your Lie in April, and that's supposed to be very good. So yeah, I decided I'm gonna check that out, even though it's not April. A system of pipes is used to deliver resources such as water and air where they are needed. Moisture vaporizer has been connected to pipes with the fuel refinery. Connect the moisture vaporizer to the fuel refinery with pipes. Okay, see, there we go. That's what I was talking about earlier. So we're gonna go here, here, here. Cut this across like so. I don't think I actually have any reason to bring it down here, but eventually, like, I mean, this is how you always, or at least I was always trying to do it, is try to keep the pipes over the power. I mean, it's designed this way for a reason. And then I might try to do Bochi this year, maybe late in the year. Cause it's strange. I don't know why. It just kind of seems to have naturally happened. I find myself like kind of scheduling periods of time, but kind of like within a window frame of weeks or a month, I should say, because I've been doing these different trials on streaming services and whatnot. But I've been trying to take breaks in between. From like I just won't watch anything for a bit. I think that's really increased my enjoyment of watching TV, movies, all that. It's like how even your favorite band, you gotta like not listen to them for a little bit, so you can then reappreciate them when you come back. You gotta go listen to something else. A change is as good as a rest. Man, I've been juggling a lot of stuff today. It's just making the day go fast, but getting a lot done. It's just like a thing I gotta do, a thing I gotta do, a thing I gotta do. I did a painting today. First proper, like, not fixing something or doing a different size or like whatever. Basically, I got in some paint today, and so I did this kind of like mountain scene, or kind of more hills. It's like forest in the foreground, and then there's mountain in the back, and then eventually I wanted it to be distant, and then I ended up making it like really freaking distant, and then I decided to turn it into a volcano. I kind of just improvised that because I felt like I was losing the indication of the peaks while I was putting like misting and cloud effects. So it wasn't as sharp. But then I put in a layer of bright red, which was like a bit much. I definitely probably should have done crimson or something, or maybe like diluted the bright red with something before I put it right on the canvas, but it worked out in the end. And so then it created like the look of it was still in the distance, but you could definitely tell there's a volcano erupting now in the back. And I don't know, I think it added an interesting sense of, I don't know, maybe red I'd call it, to a landscape painting, because like in the foreground I was still making these like nice trees, and I mean it was kind of a colder landscape, but and you know, I was just messing around with it. I mean, it's all practice at the end of the day. I find I've gotten a little more loosey goosey with how I paint when I'm painting on white canvas, because I kind of like if I hit a point of painting where I'm like I'm not happy with it, then I'll sometimes start going, okay, I'm just gonna start messing around. Let me might as well use this canvas to practice some things. Like let me experiment with some colors that might not mix well, and I just want to, so that way I can just look at it, and then it's fine because I could just pop some black gesso on it and then make it something completely different. Nobody would ever know what was under it. And it's getting 2 uses out of a canvas, so really you can kind of show a picture of the painting. I do not have a picture, but actually I forgot to do that. That's how not out of practice. I mean, like, I painted this friggin' month, but yeah, I think it'd been a bit over a week. I just was doing other things. But I usually take a picture right after I'm done, because it's like, okay, I want to see what it looks like. Boom. That's it. But yeah, I am all set on paint for sure. Yeah, because I cashed in some. I had gotten paid in some Amazon gift cards. Cashed those in. Get a couple of painting things that I didn't really need, but like I was gonna eventually want. So like for example, I got one of those tube squeezer things, so I can actually get all the paint out of the tube, and I already know that thing's gonna pay for itself. Yeah, I slapped that right on my titanium white. That is definitely the paint I go through the most of, and I'm actually so happy because I was at there's a store I go to nearby where I get my, and I'll speed this up. Yeah, we're waiting on some stuff to happen here, so I'll speed it up a little. Yeah, we're trying to get some fuel going here. Let's talk about the water tower. But basically, I saw that where I usually go to get my paint, they're now selling specifically the titanium white at a very cheap price. I'm talking, it's like, wait, let me do the math in my head. It's 60% off about what I usually pay. And that's the paint I use the most of. So that's cool. Great. That's there. Launch the rocket. Did I refuel it up? Status, refueling, 5 out of 5. Oh, yep, it's ready to go. Initiate launch sequence. Note the rocket has to be refueled, and any remaining resources on board will be lost. Status drones. I think, yeah, everything's been taken off because it's all here. All the polymers, machine parts, and stuff. So that's it. Just get to it. Go back to Earth. It's going to knock up some dust. We'll clean it up. It was this. Oh no, it was okay. It was alright. It just got too much dust on it for a second. Congratulations! You have finished the first tutorial. You learned how to set up a basic outpost on Mars that can gather resources for further expansion and refuel rockets. Using rockets to bring in additional supplies from Earth is essential for a fledgling colony. Alright. Oh yeah, Caleb, you can just look up Misty Rolling Hills, Bob Ross. It's episode 1 of season 8. That's what I was trying to do. Definitely didn't come out as good, but it's practice. Just gotta practice. Oh! Yeah, you know, I definitely can, because I'm starting to, yeah, the day is catching up with me. I'm definitely not gonna finish Arcana tonight, but I don't need to. Yeah, I got time. I got like a month. It just feels like I got so much story in my head already because I finally finished Mistborn. Will it be dust allergies specific to Mars? Well, isn't dust allergies like what does it mean to be allergic to dust? I mean, dust is a bunch of things. So it's like it's just irritant, right? It's irritating your hair follicles in your nose. We expect quantically most valuable tools, rovers, vehicles with useful functions like transporting resources, commanding drones, and analyzing anomalies. We have direct control over all rovers in the colony. Okay. Here we go. See, this is what I was talking about. I knew they were going to eventually, they're like, okay, here's a pre-set up thing. Here's how to do it right. This crisscross applesauce is interesting. Okay, so RC Transport, remote-controlled vehicle that transport resources, use it to establish permanent supply routes or gather resources from surface deposits. Rover basics, move the vehicle to where it's indicated on the arrow. Okay, yeah, so click and then right-click. The RC Transport can load and carry resources around the map. Let's use it to fuel the nearby rocket. Use the RC Transport to load fuel from the fuel depot in the base, then unload it close to the rocket so that its drones can load it into the rocket. Drones can also take resources directly from the RC Transport if they need them. However, unloading the resources is quicker and will free up the RC Transport for other tasks. So goal is to load fuel onto the RC Transport and unload it next to the rocket. So select it, and then okay, I'm going to select it, and then irritant on my finger. Right click on the fuel depot. Pops up. Load all and exit. Okay. And can this thing, I think it can go over the power cables okay. Yeah. I don't know if I've talked about this before in relation to Mars, but there was a great Empire Earth campaign. It was the second one, Empire Earth 2, where they introduced the space age, where the last couple parts of the campaign, you are like it's like several generations into Mars colonization. It's like America, like America. They start setting up local governments in the 1600s. When they're the 13 colonies, like they're establishing that. It's not to 1776 the official break is made, and even then it's more complicated than that. But it's kind of like, what do we need you guys for again? I mean, it's just kind of it's a natural result. I mean, this is what Gundam's all about, right? But anyway, you basically end up leading the Mars independence from Earth movement. So like you fight that war. And so it's two scenarios. In the first one, it's like you're just doing your initial uprising, which is difficult. And then in the last one, because you did like really badass cool shit in the scenario before, you're actually in a really good position in a number of ways. And in that one, you essentially, it's like, I think you do have to clean things up on Mars, but then you hit Phobos, you hit the moon, and then finally you invade Earth itself. But I mean, the whole in Earth, I think I remember it being a decently tough nut to crack. But the whole idea is that like by the time you're hitting Earth, you've like destroyed all the docks, the space docks. They have no way of like attacking you anymore. And then like that gets into like Theodore Roosevelt's theories about the Navy. And it's like when you can control the sea. I mean, it's not just Theodore Roosevelt, so there's other theorists too. But it's like when you control the sea, you control when and where the fight's happening when you're hitting land and stuff like that. Iron-Blooded Orphans is about Mars independence, actually. Oh, nice, yeah. That one, I don't know much about that one. It certainly has a unique-looking style. It kind of looks like an updated version of a lot of that kind of grittier 90s drawing style, but I'm sure it's CGI. Yeah, I've yet to meet a Gundam I didn't like. Truly. And you know what? Waltz is one of the better ones. It is excellent. Did I say Waltz? It's the name of the movie, Endless Waltz, but Wing. And that's the ones that I was like, I gotta make my set of Gunpla with that. Is it doing it? No, it's not. Whoops. Traveling. Hit unload and then right or click. Okay, it's moving. Okay, hurry up. The Gundam Wing is great. I mean, it's like toxic teenage romance mixed with you know, Plato's Republic. It's great. I really do like it. There's so much going on though. There's so friggin' much. And it ain't all a good time. Let's see here. Then again, Gundam's not really for happy fun time. Okay, it is. I am unloading the fuel. I am in fact unloading the fuel. So, yeah, they are loading up. They're refueling right now. Okay, cool. I'll tell you what. I was gonna say regarding painting, I have been a fool regarding yellow ochre. I definitely for a while was like, yellow ochre's bullshit. Cadmium yellow and just mix it. You don't need yellow ochre, but you do. You do. I mean, you don't. I mean, you could do it. I mean, give me titanium white and Prussian blue, and I will be fine. Or you know, even whatever. You can do anything with whatever. It's like chords on a guitar. That's how you gotta think of it. So you can have 13 paint colors on your palette. Okay, now what are you gonna do with it? Anime is fully of these juxtapositions. Imagine Catgirl maids in the Crimean War. Yeah. Well, when you play Moe mods of Hearts of Iron 4 games, you don't need to imagine. I think I did once do the anime mod on Crusader Kings 2. Wow, that was wildly unpopular. Now, what's going to be fascinating in CK3 is when people start making the 3D anime girl mods. That's going to get interesting. All right. All right, orphan drones. Oh, shoot, they don't have a controller, right, because they don't have a hub. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Pause. Orphan drones, yeah, if they lose their controller, they'll look for new ones nearby. When there's no nearby, you have to manually reassign them. Oh, okay. I guess I thought that's actually not so bad. Yeah, just reassign here. Okay. Gathering metals. And then this person, yeah, so the percentage is just saying how close it's getting to Earth. Okay, yeah, so now it's gonna start hitting this, I think. It doesn't seem to actually be picking them up. I don't think this is metal deposit is the problem. Okay, slow down. Oh, here. Yeah, okay, it'd have to be something specific. But yeah, basically I was trying to do this sunset piece, and it's one that it's something I want to get better at. It's tricky though, because there's like distant mountains and the sky is kind of different than usual. And it involves mixing like a lavender color, and I'm like perpetually struggling to get like a perfect kind of lavender I'm looking for. I just keep making it too dark. But the anyway, I didn't have yellow ochre to like go around the sun, and it just didn't look good. It needed like some transitionary color, but it's definitely the well, I mean, 'cause it's cadmium yellow. It's cadmium yellow. It's metallic. It's got like a sheen to it, and then yellow ochre is a little more earthy colors. It's kind of like you could say they're both yellow, but it's the difference in yellow between, directly looking at the sun, and kind of the luster of gold. That kind of like a not a metallic. I mean, I guess gold is a metal, but it's a subdued yellow that's, I guess, going towards brown. Yeah, you definitely need it for also different mixes with black and stuff. Speed this up a little, please. Goodness. There we go. Let's set up a small expanse some distance away from the main base. We'll need resources for the new base. Well, you know what? I've been going for an hour. Yeah, it has been a long day. Oh, I can't save mid-thing. Oh, well. Meteors, oh. Yes, yeah, not to confuse with dust storms. Gases. 50 times wide, 10 times the size. This level is a threat to any technology within their vicinities. They tend to cover anything around them with dust. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna next stream. Ooh, maybe not tomorrow. Genuinely, I don't know. We're gonna be in August though. I'm still not 100% on what I want to be my final day. I think a lot's gonna have to do. I need to talk to my boss tomorrow. But I'm kind of thinking about circling the 17th for that. So, I mean, I'll stream sometime if I can. I'll stream some more before Monday. Anyway, you guys have a good evening and take care. Bye.